Number 17, find the tension in each cable supporting the 600 Newton cat burglar in figure P4.17. Suppose the horizontal cable were reattached higher up on the wall. Would the tension in the other cable increase, decrease, or stay the same, and why? Okay, let's use this point here as our reference, and let's draw all the forces that works on this system. So we will have obviously the force by the weight of this cat burglar here. So I'll have Fw, and we are given the values here, which is 600 Newton. We are given by the problem, right? That is 600 Newton. Good. And then what else? We will have this horizontal cable here. So we will have this one here. Let's name this tension here as T1. Good. And also we have another tension here, which is T2 in this second row. Okay. And then we need to project this T2 into X and Y coordinates. So this one is X positive and this one will be Y positive. Good. And we know that this angle here is also 37 degrees, right? Because this angle and this angle is the opposite angle. So we will have this one here is 37 degrees. Okay. And therefore we can project this T2 here into x-axis and also y-axis. Okay, in x-axis here we will have T2 comma x. Okay, so we'll have T2 comma x, but then that T2 comma x is the adjacent and hypotenuse, so that will be cosine, right? So I will have T2 comma x, that will be T2 cosine of 37 degrees. Good. And we can also play the same game here for the horizontal direction. So we will have this one here. We will have T2 comma y. T2 comma y. And obviously, because this one was cosine, this one should be in sine, right? So I have T2 sine of 37 degrees. Good. Now let's do the analysis on the vertical direction here. So we will have sigma f in the vertical direction is equal to the mass times acceleration also in the vertical direction. Because there are no acceleration in the vertical direction, this on the right hand side will equal to 0. And on the positive side here, I will have T2 comma y. So I have T2 comma y, and that will subtracted by the one that is in the negative direction. So I have Fw, and that will equal to 0. But then T2 comma y is T2 sine 37 degrees. So I have T2 sine of 37 degrees. Good. And then that will equal to Fw. And we can isolate T2 here. T2 is equal to Fw divided by sine of 37 degrees. So we will have 600 divided by sine of 37 degrees. And that will equal to, so we will have 600 divided by sine of 37 degrees. Okay, so we'll have 997 Newton. Well, 997 Newton. That is 42. Good. This is 42. Now we need to find out what is T1, right? So T2 is this one here. And this is one of the answer for question A. So we need to do it for T1 here. Okay, maybe let's clean this up first. Okay, now for the horizontal direction, we will have the net force in the x direction is equal to the mass and times acceleration in the x direction. Good. And here we also do not have the acceleration. Here that will equal to 0. Good. And then in the positive direction, I will have T2 comma x. So we'll have T2 comma x. And on the negative direction, I will have minus T1. Good. And then we will have all of that equal to 0. Good. And now t1 here is equal to t2 comma x, right? So we have t2 comma x, but then t2 comma x, we already know that will be t2 cosine of 37. t2 cosine of 37 degrees, but we know t2, right? 997. So I have 997 cosine of 37 degrees. And I think nothing that we can do except plug this into calculator. What is it? 997 cosine 37. Okay, I will have 796. 796 Newton. Good. And now let's answer the question B, right? Because we already answered question A. T1 here is 796 Newton. And that is the answer for question A. And for question B here, suppose the horizontal cable were reattached up to the wall. Okay, so we will have this cable here reattached to the wall like this. Okay, and then suppose that it makes the angle here. So we will have some angle. Let's name this as theta. Right? So in the horizontal direction here, we will have T1 in the horizontal direction. Sigma Fx is equal to the mass A times x. Okay, and it is the same. The mass times acceleration is equal to 0. Right? But then for T1 here, I will have T1 multiplied by cosine of theta. Cosine of theta. And then minus, we will have T2 comma x. And that will equal to 0. Good. And we can isolate T1 here. And that will equal to T2 comma x is T2 cosine of 37. T2 cosine 37, right? So we'll have cosine 37. Okay, this one will be T1 cosine theta, right? So we'll have T1 cosine theta. Okay, now we can just use this one here, T1 divided, T2 is equal to T1 cosine of theta divided by cosine 37 degrees. Okay, and because of this factor here, right? Because initially T2 is T1 divided by cosine 37 theta, right? Because of this factor, and this factor is between 0 and 1, 0 and 1, so it will decrease this T2, right? Because it will be a fraction of the initial T2, right? So we will have, for question B, it is decreasing. Because we have this factor cosine of theta. Okay, I think that's all for this problem. Thank you for watching. If you get any questions, send me your problem to rdsatria11@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.